get the instruction from a king who was a Brahmagyani. So this king, but at the same time, he was a man of knowledge, and he will be giving some instructions to the 5 very successful householders. And also one Brahmana. 6 of them, they went to him. So let us first chant the Shanti mantra. Do you like to join with me? You can repeat after me. Though is a long Shanti mantra. Om Apyayantu Momangani. O may my limbs, Bak, Prana, Chakshu, Sutramata, Balam, Indriyani cha, Sarvani, Sarvam Brahmo, Upanishadam, Maham Brahma, Nirakuryat, Mama Brahma, Nirakuryat. Mama Brahma, Nirakarod, Anirakaranamastu, Anirakaranam Atmani, Niratiya, Upanishatsu, Dharmaste, Mai Santu, Te Mai Santu, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May my limbs, speech, vital force, eyes, ears, also strength of all my organs become well developed. So see how the Upanishad, before giving you the idea, the teaching, in the Shanti mantra itself, it gives the hint that first you have to develop your physical body. You must be very strong so that everything is Brahman. May I not deny Brahman. May not Brahman deny me. May neither Brahman nor me deny each other. May all the virtues mentioned in the Upanishad manifest in me, who am trying sincerely to realize Brahman. So this is the idea. First, physically, we should be strong, and then the mentally, we should understand clearly that everything that we see, though it is so many varieties, so different, but it is one. That is the whole of Hinduism. Hinduism teaches only oneness. But look at the Hinduism, they practice so many varieties of gods and goddesses. No other religion will practice in that way. We are having 33 crore gods and goddesses. But still they say no, it is only one, and one has become many, and one is everywhere. So that is the main teaching. Now to understand this, a group of householder devotees, after finishing all their responsibilities, now they like to come and to listen from a realized soul what is Brahman. Why? Because in our society, they understood that The ultimate truth is nothing but one. But right this moment, we won't be able to understand that. So what we should do? We should do slowly, step by step, go towards that. And in the beginning itself, they will tell the dharma. What is your responsibility? What you are supposed to do? These are the dharma they will teach you. Then afterwards, they will tell you, after the dharma, after the responsibility, you should withdraw your mind. How to withdraw the mind? You should practice some religion. The step by step. First, when we are young, we do not understand much and we see differences. If my father is appreciating my brother, I feel jealous because why the father should do that, not to me. So me and mine, everything is separate. That is the first step that we begin with. Then slowly we develop, no, he is also mine. My brother, my sister, my family, my society, my country, my religion. So that becomes bigger and bigger, and I am spreading myself among themselves. And I feel for them. Anywhere, anyone belonging to my caste or my language or my religion, my culture, I feel for them. So this oneness has come. Now they say expand it and try to find that it is all the same. Everything is nothing but the same Brahman. So when we realize that these five householders, they completed their life and they were very successful in their profession. Then they have given all those things to their children. Now they met and said, let us go and inquire about the Brahman. Because time is short. Now we are at the fag end of our life. There is much time left. Now if you are not inquiring, when will you inquire? It is better to go. So they gathered, they came to one person whom they thought that he has realized. He too realized, but he was not that way matured. Then he suggested another name. Let us go to that king Ashwapati and we will listen from him. They came to Ashwapati. And Ashwapati offered them, they wanted to know whether they really are interested in spiritual knowledge or not. How you will understand that? Offering the money and the position and the respect in this world. If a person is happy with that, that means he is not yet ready for the spiritual life, ultimate spiritual life. Everything is spiritual life, but it is all preparation for the ultimate. You don't want anything but God. It is exactly what we see in the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. And he demonstrated it, and this is the first time in the history of the spiritual world. And how to pray to God. We don't know whether Sri Krishna did it or not. What was his spiritual life? Buddha, of course, but it is far away, nearly so in 2500 before. We have heard only the stories, but we have seen in the life of Sri Ramakrishna how he is doing. Every day, he was going on praying and praying. When they wanted to offer him some position, he refused it. So that is the ultimate mentality when they refuse everything to accept one, which is spirituality. But we don't have any idea about the spirituality. What is going to happen to me? Even then, believing on the words of the scriptures and believing on the words of the guru or the person who has already realized, he is plunging into that life. So these five of them, along with another Brahmana, they both, or all the six, they came. And when they came over here, the king first offered them some gold and the money. They told, no, we have not come for that. We were all having all this. We have come for the knowledge. King was happy. Asked them to stay for some time. They didn't come. They stayed for some time. King was observing how they are leaving. So this is the first thing. You have to prove that you are really spiritually oriented. You are interested in spirituality. Otherwise, what happened? In our life also we have seen some of the young boys, they will come and join. From the next day, they will start giving the lecture. Anyone visiting, he will tell, have you practiced this? You have come yesterday only. But he will be happy to give instructions to others. And they are not fit for spiritual life. Then the Swamis, they will ask them to have some wristwatches, these, that. If they're happy to have that, that means they are not ready for the higher spiritual life. Then they will take them to the rich man's house. And from there they will find a lot of food, and the people will come and touch their feet, and they will give some gift. If they're happy with that, and immediately asking their telephone number so that he is not fit for that. So these are the things. You have to be very, very careful. Careful means, oh, I like to practice, so I will show up now. You cannot. The originality will be like that. So this we can understand present day in our life. And at the same time, we can understand when we read the scripture, and these 5 successful householders, that means they are matured, elderly person. And that Brahmana, 6 of them, they stay there. And they stayed. Then suddenly one day he called, come, today I like to give you some instruction. When they came humbly. And then approach is also very humble. Not that they were not knowing, they knew. But even then, they came very humbly. These are the things. And the long back, I read a story, a very interesting story. The one king, he was there, and his elderly minister, every day minister is coming and reporting to him, O king, by the grace of God, in your kingdom, everybody is happy. But his son, king's son, was not at all happy. My father is ruling, but this person never ever appreciate my father. All the credit goes to God. When I become God, I'm king, I will ask him to go away from here. Why he should not give the credit to my father? So the chance came, the old king passed away, this young man became the king. But as the same tradition, the old minister came, and he was reporting in the morning, O sir, O king, in your kingdom, by the grace of God, everybody is happy. Then immediately he got hold of him, hey, for a long period of time I am noticing you never ever give any credit to us. You never said my father was a good ruler. And today you are reporting in, who is this God? Show me what is God. Where he lives, where he looks, what he can do. If you cannot prove it, then I am going to send you out from my country. The old minister came back, and his daughter noticed that the father is not sleeping, can't eat properly, constantly thinking. Then the daughter, after 1 or 2 days, said, Father, what happened? What is the problem? He said, no, you won't understand. Tell me at least, so that I can also share that. Then he said, king wanted to know where the God lives, and where the God looks, and what God can do. How can I prove it? He said, oh, this is the tricky things you won't be able to do. You people are really very honest and knowledgeable people. I will handle this. I will go and reply to the king. I know the king. He is also young, so I will know, I will tell him. He said, see, for me, he was telling that he will send me out. For you, the punishment will be the death. So don't try that. Don't worry. Give me a chance. Let me try. So she went and told, the Father sent me because these are so ordinary questions. The Father thought he won't answer, rather I will give you the answer. King became very angry. Is it? These are all simple questions. Come, if you cannot reply and satisfy me, punishment will be the death. Then she told, but the question is a religious question, spiritual question. And the person who is asking must be humble. And the one who is going to give the reply must be on the higher seat. So give me a higher seat above yours. There was no. So the king came down from the throne and said, you better go and sit on the throne. I will be standing here. You're 2-3 steps down. The king stood down. She was sitting over the throne and then said, okay, what is your first question? And the king said, where God lives. Well, no problem. I will prove it. Bring a bucket of water and a packet of salt. They brought it, mixed that salt into the water. And now, after mixing, she said, tell me where is those salt? Everywhere. So prove it, show it. Anywhere you can, from the below, from above, from side, from anywhere you take the water, you feel the same taste. Yes, God is everywhere. But only thing you have to understand, then only you will understand. God cannot be seen. You cannot see the salt, but you know the presence of the salt in the water. Similarly, you have to realize that God as love, God as unselfishness is present everywhere. In the hearts of the Father, in the hearts of the Mother, in the hearts of the people, the love is there, unselfishness is there. God is present everywhere, in every heart. And okay, how does God look? God is looking at the east or the west. How? They close all the doors and windows and then put a light over there. The moment they are lighting the candle, where the light goes? Everywhere. Don't think that God looks like us. Everywhere, every moment He looks. So this is the way she replied. And the third question, what God can do. And in the meantime, the old father, that minister, he thought, oh my God, my daughter has gone. What is happening? He could not restrain himself. He came. And the moment he reached to the door of that court, he saw the daughter is sitting on the throne and the king is standing below. Oh my God, she is a crazy, and she has gone and sat over there. Maybe she pushed the king down. Something has happened. Both of us going to lose our heads. So he collapsed on the seat of the gird. There was a seat for the gird. He sat on that. Then that girl said to the king, look, I am an ordinary girl sitting on the throne. You are the king of the country standing over there, folded hands. And look at the great minister sitting on the seat of a guard. God can make any time, anything. He's all powerful. So this is the story way people understand that God is everywhere. God is watching everyone. And at the same time, God can do anything and everything. And in the Bhagavad Gita we find, it says, Pungum langayate girim, yat kripa tamoham bande paramananda madhavam. Oh Madhava, if you are blessing anyone, even a person who is not having the limbs, can't leg, limping, can climb on the mountain. It is that power. Here they have come to understand Brahman. And what is that Brahman? It is the God with the activity. And what the Brahman does? Of course, the same thing, but with knowledge. Now, when they came over here, the king Ashyapati asked the first question to the Prachin Shala. Prachin Shala is the name. He was the son of the Upamanyu. He asked, Upamannaba, the son of Upamanyu. Not the Prachin Shala, though the name is the Prachin Shala. So he is referring to the father. Tvam kam atmanam upasate. How do you worship that Atman? In the time of the Upanishad, there was no God conception. Only Atman, Brahman, and then for the ordinary people, they started yajna. So the yajna, when the fire is lighting, then they used to say that, see how the fire is taking all your oblations to the God? And they gave the name of the different flames, different names. Kali, Karali, Manoyavacha, Sulohita, Yacha Sudumra Barna, Spulingini, Vishwaruchi, like the all names they gave, and they started imagining, oh, this is the Kali, this is that, and that from the imagination came the God's conception. Without someone as a name and form, we cannot concentrate. Obviously, that is the reason Hindus are having so many gods and goddesses. But they, after the worship, they immerse it. They take it and put it in the water. Why? Most of the people, the Hindus, they do it as a tradition. But no, we don't worship that particular image. With the help of that image, we try to reach to the highest goal, which is consciousness. The consciousness that is within us. So when he asked, whom you worship, then the Prachin Shala, he said, Bhagava Rajan Dibam Eva. I worship only the heaven. Heaven is my object of meditation, object of worship. Why? It's a wonderful life. We have heard. In the heaven, there is no hunger, there is no thirst. So obviously, it must be a wonderful place. Almost all religion, they will be tempting people. If you do good work and follow this, you will go to heaven. It is like the father telling the son, if you can get 100% in your mathematics, I will give you a bicycle. So he tried in that way. And then after the 100%, he said, not this year, next year. This is only class 5. So like this, they will go on tempting, and the son will go on studying. Then afterwards he understand, oh, this is nothing. I have to go for 4-wheeler. So this is the way it goes on and on. In every religion, they will talk about the dharma. If you practice, you are going to heaven. You will live with God. And it's a so wonderful place. But after that, what? Again, you have to come back. Why? You have achieved something. Now, again, if we compare, in our life, all the seniors, they will be always telling like this. And then afterwards, in our Bengali families, they used to tell, Porashuno kore je gari ghoda chodeshe. So if you are studying well, then you will have a horse, you will have a car, and then you should study. So almost in every place in Asian countries, they will be encouraging children to study. Achha, okay. After that, they become doctor, they become engineer, they become scientist, they become officers, they have their car, they have their bungalows. And then again what? Again downsizing. Oh, son has married, daughter married, what we are going to do with the big house? Downsizing, then two little rooms, then one room, then a supported place. Like this, they go slowly. one day they say, okay, the peace heaven, there is the peace heaven. Bas, the peace heaven. So ultimately what? We go up and then come down. That goes on. Same thing happen if we pray for heaven. Now this boy, this young, not boy, the gentleman, he said, Prachin Shala, he said, I meditate on heaven. Then the king said, well, that's good. That this is highly luminous. When you are meditating on that, that particular place is known as Su-teja. Su-teja, highly luminous. And of course, you and your progeny will enjoy good food and beautiful objects. As because you are meditating on the heaven, this is a part of that great Atman. Hence, you won't have full realization, a part of it. You will get that, but part. Again, you have to come down. You know that we always think about going to heaven. Majority of the people, today morning, when I was taking the breakfast, I was listening to one of the Hindi speaker giving the talks on Sri Krishna, Rama. Oh, this is that, we will go to heaven. But you know what? After heaven, you have to come back. You cannot be there. Anything that you achieve, it will go away. It cannot be all the truth. So you have to come back. In another Upanishad called Katha Upanishad, we are studying Chandogya Upanishad. And the Katha Upanishad, it says, Nakasya pristhite sukrite anubhutve imam lokam hinataram bhavishanti. You may go down to the other regions also, like not the next life, you will get a human birth. Maybe you will get a bird's body or animal body. If you have the very bad work that you have done, then the reptiles, like that, it goes down and down. And then again you come back to the human life. Again the opportunity will come for you to understand what is that religious life, ultimate goal. But even if you miss, same thing will go on. That is called Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Chakra. Whether we believe it or not, like it or not, this is the rule, it goes on. And that is the way we have to understand, am I perfectly performing my duties? First. Second, am I getting attached to this worldly life? For this small thing, we become so much attached. We cannot leave it. Whatever comes before us, we do that perfectly, and that much always, and then give it up. If we cannot give up, then it will bind you. Again, you have to come back. So this person, Prachin Shala, he was thinking about the heaven. I will perform the good work, then I will go to heaven. But what heaven will do? After some time, your merit will be over, exhausted, like the bank balance. When exhausted, you have to come back again. Now, they say that automatically every month bank will pay your bills. The system is a very good system. Now you have an account, and from there the bank is paying for your electricity. And after your stock is exhausted, there's no money, then they will send a reminder, no money, and we are not going to pay for your bill, and be careful. And then ultimately electric department will come, sorry, we're disconnecting your. So this happens always. We do good work, go to heaven, and after the exertion, then someone will come and say, hey, now it is over, go back, start functioning again. So this is partly, he said, of course this is not the full realization. Then he turned to the next person, Satyajagga Paulumi. The Satyajagga Paulushi, His name is Paulushi. Hey, what is your object of meditation? He said, Adityam. I worship the sun. Look at it. Object of worship is outside. It is not inside. Now our conception, the God is everywhere, but a particular place he must be. So that person chose heaven. This one said, it is Aditya. Aditya, O venerable king, I worship the sun. Many people, they worship sun. Many Indians, the morning they will get up and they will worship the sun only. The sun worshippers. But the sun, the luminous, and it is everywhere. So powerful. Without the sun, no one can survive. Nothing will survive. So thinking that, I am worshipping the sun. So he said, very good. You are meditating on the multiform. Multiform means sun has so many rays, so multiform. So you and your family will have enjoyable things. This is also a part and not the full realization. And second man, when he said the sun I am worshipping, you will get whatever, any object that you take, from there you get the benefit, of course. Third came the Indradumna. And Indradumna said he meditated on Vayu. First, heaven. Second one, sun. The third said, I meditate on Vayu. Vayu is all pervading. And it is helping everyone. Without the air, no one can survive. So I think that is the most powerful. And I am meditating on the air. If you go to many people, they worship nature. They go and meditate over there, the river, the trees, the sky, the beautiful birds and animals. They worship nature, meditate on nature. They will, of course, the moment you are meditating, it is also a part of that supreme Brahman, you will get the benefit. But not the supreme benefit. So he said, it is Vayu. It is good that you are having this, but you will have good food and beauties of this world. And the fourth one, Sharkaraksha. Aksha means the eyes, like the small eye maybe. Sharkaraksha, he said, I worship Akasha. The Akasha is such a big, that Akasha everywhere. So I meditate on that. That is also good, and you will get a lot of wealth because of this. So when we are worshipping one object, what the result is coming. Fifth came the Budila. And this Budila said, I worship Jala, water. When the Apa, the water, Jal, I worship, I meditate. How I meditate on the water? Because I drop of water coming down, and then slowly it is becoming the ocean, the vast ocean. Many people, they go and sit by the side of the ocean and meditate. When I was in Andaman, that was my first time. Because no one was there, no much work. So I used to go and sit on the bank and to look at the vast, the water body, the ocean, and then the sky. It was a huge conception. So I used to sit and meditate. It's the ocean and the sky. Now, if you are completely dedicating your mind to the ocean, the water, what will happen? Then he said, you will also be wealthy by this way, but this is also the part. Then came the sixth one, that Brahmana. Then he said, Uddalaka Aruni, and he addressed him as the Gautama. His father was the Gautama. Then Uddalaka Aruni. Afterwards, he became a great sage. What is your object of meditation? earth, sir. I meditate on the earth. Now, if we look, all of them, they were meditating Shiti, Apa, Teja, Maruta, and Bhoma. Heaven means Akasha. The Shiti, Apa, Teja, Maruta, and Bhoma, these are the 5 ingredients out of which everything has come. So these 5 people, they were meditating on that. And then the king said, the realized soul, of course you will get some benefit, but not the full one. Shall I teach you something? Yes, sir, for that we have come. From now onwards, you must meditate not outside, inside yourself. This is the way they are bringing the mind from outside to inside. If you take initiation, your guru will say, look at this God, and it is your Ishta Devata, your chosen God, chosen idol. And now imagine that God is sitting within yourself. First you look at the outside, and in the temple, and on the throne, it is all there, that's good. But then you have to close your eyes and imagine that it has come within your mind. Why it is? Because we have to search within, not outside. When we are searching for the outside, the God is not outside. It is there. But it is there inside me also. And any religious people, particularly Indian religious souls, if you go and see their photos, all of them, they are sitting and closing their eyes. By that way, they became great. Almost everyone, any picture that you see is just like that. So where we will search God? Inside. But here we find this moment, he is teaching them that you better concentrate on Panchavayu. You are concentrating externally, Panchabhuta, Shiti, that means the earth, Apa, this is water, Teja, the fire, this is all the or the sun, Shiti, Apa, Teja, Maruta, the air, and also the sky, the heaven, etc. Now you turn your mind within. And he is not saying that you are that self. Now giving another chance, you must bring down your mind or bring back your mind from outside to inside. Within you, there are 5 Vayus, Panchavayu. So Prana, Apana, Samana, Udana, and Vyana. These are the 5 inside us. Not every being, it is there. And we know that as a student of science, if that was not there, we would have been pest by the pressure of the external, the air. It's tremendous pressure. But we don't feel it. Why? Because that inside the air, it keeps it all right. And these they have divided into 5 because of the actions. The breathing that we take, the one function of one Vayu or the air. And then other different works that we do, all different, and they have made it 5 names. Prana, Apana, Udana, Samana, and Vyana. These are the Panchavai. He gave them. You better meditate on them. If you can meditate on them, slowly, you can get that inside within you, you are coming. Then finally they will say, it is not the Vayu. Vayus are not the actual. Then who is the actual one? Again they will say, it may be that eye, maybe the tongue, maybe the skin, maybe the these, that. So that, is that real? No. Because that is also not functioning when the prana is not there. So if the prana or the vital force is not there, nothing is functioning. But suppose that everything is there, but the consciousness which is coming from outside, reflecting on your buddhi, if it is not there, then nothing can help you. You are dead. So yesterday we went and to see the one of our very close and long associated devotee, and she was lying down as it is, but the next moment, after 10 minutes, her body will be burned and everything will go away. Only the memories. So what remains? Whole body is there, that same personality, but nothing. Why? Because life is absent. So slowly we have to go to that life. Where from that life comes? I. I am doing this, I am doing that. Where from the I come? That is ultimate. The I sense, because the reflection of the consciousness on buddhi, that is called I, that is Jivatma, and that is what we call I and you and all that. But it is a reflection, it is not real. Seeing the reflection, we have to go back to the real one, and that is called Brahman, the consciousness. This is the ultimate of Hinduism. Hinduism says anywhere, anything you can worship. That the Hindus, they worship the trees, they worship the animals, they worship the stones, they worship the beautiful images, they worship the nature. And the same Hindu will say, Aham Brahmasmi, I am that. If you go to Uttarakhand, there are some monks sitting. If you say, Swamiji, where is your temple? Who is your God? They'll show him, I am my own God. Is this blasphemy? Going against God? No, they have realized it. And what is that? The consciousness that is within us. That is the ultimate. And if we realize that, then there is no fear at all. Because we see that consciousness present in every being, in every soul. When I am afraid, when I feel that there is an enemy, a competitor, I don't see any competitor, any enemy anywhere. It's all me only, reflecting everywhere. And that is the ultimate knowledge, and that is called Brahma-jnana. And that is called Ishwar-la, God realization, seeing me in everything. And that is why Bhagavan Krishna said, Yo mam pashyati sarvatra, sarvam cha mai pashyati. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra. He sees that Lord Krishna, he worships Krishna, is the lover of Krishna. But the Krishna is present in every being. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra. Sarvam cha mai pashyati. And everything is residing in that God. Even intellectually, it is very difficult to understand how all this thing will be God and how God can be in all these things. But that is the truth. When you understand that truth, that is the ultimate of everything. Swami Vivekananda, when he was a young boy of 17, 18 years, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna told him, see, one day I realized all these vessels that I use for the puja and this image of Mother Kali, this temple and that cat over there and that lady standing there, all are nothing but the consciousness. Then this young boy came back and he started having great love with another gentleman. Oh, look at it. Now he is a gone complete mad. He is saying, even the utensils are Brahman. Utensils are God. What is it? They were having a very good love. Then suddenly Sri Ramakrishna appeared and he touched Naren. Why you are laughing? Now he just touched. Just because of the touch. 3 days and 3 nights, that young boy saw everything is nothing but Brahman. And the problem, when he's going to eat the rice, that is also the same as he. Who is going to eat? What he is going to eat? And when he was wondering, everything is nothing but the same consciousness. There was the iron, the fencing was there in that park, Hedua, that's called that park, in very close to Swami Vivekananda's house. He went and started banging his head. Is it true? And what I am seeing, those iron things are also the same as he himself. He was standing before the trams, the horse-drawn trams that was coming. He was saying it's okay, because that and me are the same. The people came and took him out. So this was the experience for 3 days and 3 nights. And then again, he himself realized it. In the Almora, it's called Kakri Ghat. And under a tree, people tree, he sat for meditation and he realized that whatever is there outside is there also inside. There is no difference. And that was his wonderful experience. And from there he said, whoever is worshipping the living gods, the hungry, the poor, the downtrodden, the illiterate, they are worshipping living gods and goddesses. When you are worshipping the God in the temple, same God is over there waiting for your service. It's no difference at all. That is called Brahma Jnana. That is called the knowledge of oneness. Here we find the king asking these young people, you better go back and now instead of meditating on the outside sky or heaven or earth or air or water, see those things inside and meditate on prana, apana, vyana, udana and samana. Friends, that ends over here. And the next chapter starts with another story. Here also, a seeker coming to know, and the teacher is trying to give them the very subtle teaching in a story form, in a different practice. That we will study afterwards in our next class. But the next Sunday, we are going to have one of our Swamiji from Belur Math. So please come. And he will give a talk over here on Sri Ramakrishna. But I think, no, for here you need not to do any RSVP. Anyone can come. But there are 2 other places on 9th. That day itself he will be reaching in Chicago. But I requested him, as because there is not much time, that afternoon in our Chicago Center, Home of Harmony, he will be giving a talk and meet people. Ramakrishna Mission is almost 200 centers all over the world and almost 2,000 monks. Of course, brahmacharis are there. So this is our organization and run by only a handful of swamis, only 5. General Secretary and then 4 Assistant General Secretary. And he is one of the Assistant General Secretaries. By age, maybe we are same, but by sannyasa, 1 year junior than me. So we grew up together in one Advaita ashrama, and though we never say where from we belong, but he was not knowing Bengali, so I used to teach him Bengali, and slowly, they never knew how to offer pranam. You know, in their places, with the left hand, they will touch the knees, and that is their offering pranam. So in Bengal, it is nothing like that. So I took him to Belur Math, and he was meeting a very senior Swami, Swami Bhuteshanandaji. And usually, he went and touched the knees and did like this. And Bhuteshanandaji looked at me, and in Bengali he said, Shekhao, teach him. So I bowed down and told him, do like this. So this is the way we grew up slowly, slowly. Now he has been chosen to be there as an administrator, and is a very, very good person. Very good person. So you will like him very much. Please come and meet him. And if you have any question about Belur Math and other things, you can tell him, ask him. So thank you, friends. Let us say Shanti 3 times and we conclude. He will give the lecture 9th at the Home of Harmony from 4 to 5. Then here on the 10th from 11 to 12, like this. Then we will have our lunch together. And the next day I will take him to show around the Chicago city, as because the Chicago Vivekananda, so that is there. And last day, I think, 12th, we will take him to Ganges. If you like, you can come to Ganges, but you have to do the RSVP and you have to carry your own food. Because we will meet over there in the lunch time, and naturally there is no one. So if you are carrying your own food, we too, Swami, will share from that. We are not getting. So please come there. The Ganges you will enjoy. No one around, so 20-25 people maybe. We will enjoy his company and just chit-chatting, a little bit of discussion. So thank you, friends. Come and enjoy this. And after that Sunday, maybe Krishna Janmashtami. I think 16, 17. 16th is the Krishna Janmashtami, Saturday. Sunday will be the talk on Krishna, on bhajan, puja, and offering of flowers. I will announce it. So let us say Shanti 3 times. Om Shanti. 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 Harihi Om. Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. No, put up. 10 minute delay for lunch. Okay. Acha,